Hello, hi, good morning, and welcome back. Since now market is open, things are normal and back on track. So we will have daily lot of useful sales tips, and today's sales tips is actually very important, and that is related to current situation also. Since now market will open, there will be a lot of pressure on sales, and sometimes just to get sales people over promise. So that tip is related to that. The tip is never ever over promise and under deliver. What does it mean? Like when you go to clients in the phase of negotiations, and never ever over promise and under deliver. If you can do something, straight away tell customer. If you can't do something, straight away again tell customer. For example, if you can do 5 things for client and you promise for 6, you did 5 but you promised for 6, client will be not happy. Not only unhappy, they will be angry. But if you can do 5 things but you did 6 things for them, so it means you enhance their expectations. They received something which was unexpected. So it's called managing customer expectations. Always promise less and deliver more. The same tip is valid for new joiners, for people who are starting their new job. Never ever over promise. It's always better to promise less and deliver more. I hope this tip will be helpful for you. Let me know in comments, like and share with your colleagues. Thank you. Sales tip of the day. Customers just don't buy your product or services or solution that you are selling or solutions to their problems. They buy value. And the value has different definitions for different customers. Find out that your prospect, what he values, what value he is looking from your product or service, and pitch that in your presentation. Thank you.
What is the most important asset of your company? It's not inventory, it's not your product, it's not how big you are or how famous your brand is. The most important asset of your company is your employees. Employees are the most important assets of your company. Companies who invest heavily for their employees' training and development see greater results. Continuous training for sales representatives increase 50% net sales per salesperson, per sales representative. What time of the day emails you send to prospects matter the most? Research shows the most active time for buyers or prospects to check your emails is after 12 p.m. So if you are sending emails with proposals, with quotations or follow-up emails, always send email after 2 p.m. between 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. This is the time where buyers or prospects are more active, or there are high chances that they will check your emails. Thank you. What is strength? Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strength. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength, my friend.
होगा, जॉब नहीं मिल रही, इतने दिन हो गए मुझे आए हुए, इतने दिन मेरे बाकी, तो उस टाइम में आपने अपनी स्किल्स को शार्प करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आपका अच्छा बोलना आपकी स्किल है, तो आप डिफरेंट मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स को सुने. आप अकाउंटेंट है, आपने बीकॉम किया हुआ, एमबीए किया हुआ, आप अकाउंटिंग से रिलेटेड सारा आगे सर्च कर सकते हैं. आपका इंग्लिश अगर थोड़ा वीक है तो इंग्लिश पे डिफरेंट वीडियोस बनी हुई हैं, आप वो देख सकते हो. सो आपने खुद को बिजी रखना है. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट व्हेन यू आर डूइंग जॉब हंट. तो उसके दौरान खुद को बिजी रखना है. बी कॉन्फिडेंट. अभी पहले की निस्बत इधर जॉब ढूंढना ज़रा मुश्किल है, लेकिन फिर भी बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं. अगर आप थोड़ी भी जान मारें तो इजीली इधर जॉब मिल जाता है, इतना मुश्किल नहीं है. लेट मी नो. अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो इसे प्लीज़ लाइक करें, शेयर करें, कमेंट करें. अगर आप समझते हैं कि इससे भी और भी बेहतर टिप्स हैं तो वो आप हमें बताइए. और इसके अलावा आप क्या जानना चाहते हैं वो आप हमें व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं 052 050 52678281। आप हमें व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं, आपको और कुछ जानना है जॉब हंट के बारे में। थैंक यू, मे गॉड ब्लेस यू। कोशिश करके उसका फीडबैक दे सकता हूँ। मेरा ईमेल आईडी है मुदस्सिर mudassar.comsats@gmail.com, ऑल स्मॉल लेटर्स। तो इंटरव्यू के लिए जाएं, बी ऑनेस्ट टू योर सेल्फ, टू योर रिक्रूटर। नॉर्मल जो बात है सच वो बात करें। आप क्या आप कर सकते हैं, क्या नहीं कर सकते, कंपनी के बारे में आपको पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए। तो ये कुछ टिप्स हैं जिनको आप फॉलो करके क्या काम नहीं करना, आप क्या काम नहीं करना है। तो बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को पीछे भागने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। यूएई में ज़्यादातर अब ऑनलाइन रिक्रूटमेंट होता है, रेफरेंस डू मैटर, तो उसमें आप लिंक्डइन की हेल्प ले सकते हैं। और अननेसेसरी टाइम आपने, जो नए लोग हैं, नौकरी गल्फ टैलेंट, इंडीड, इन पे ज़ाया नहीं करना। आपके लिए मोस्ट इफेक्टिव डुबिजल है, उसी पे रहना है। अब इन सब टिप्स के अलावा सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट टिप क्या, अपडेट हो जाएगा, ताकि जब आप आए सिर्फ आप अपना नंबर चेंज करें और आगे अप्लाई करना शुरू कर दें। तो आने से पहले एक तो ये आपने करना है। सेकंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, लिंक्डइन पे आपका प्रोफाइल अपडेट होना चाहिए। लिंक्डइन, जिन लोगों को नहीं पता, इट्स सेम लाइक फेसबुक ऑफ प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, ऑफ करियर। प्रोफेशनल वर्ल्ड में लिंक्डइन क्या है, जिधर आप अपने जॉब से रिलेटेड आप अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर कर सकते हो, आप क्या सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हो, डिफरेंट बिजनेसेस उसमें अपडेट करते हैं, उनकी क्या प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, वो क्या काम कर सकते हैं। इसी तरह जो लोग जॉब हंट के लिए आए होते हैं वो अपडेट करते हैं कि वो लोग क्या सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, क्या काम कर सकते हैं, उनकी क्या एक्सपर्टीज़ है, क्या टेक्निकल एक्सपर्टीज़ है, वो सब। तो ये तो हो गया। तो और आने से पहले बेहतर है, अगर आपका इधर कोई कज़न दोस्त है, अगर वो आपके लिए यूएई की सिम ले ले। थर्ड ये बात आ गई कि यूएई की सिम लेके उसको किसी मोबाइल में एक्टिव करके वो इधर रख दे। अगर आपको कोई कॉल आती तो आपके बिहाफ पे वो कॉल सुन सके। अब आ गया नेक्स्ट फेज, आ गया जब आप यूएई में आ गए। तो यूएई में आने के बाद आपने क्या करना है। यूएई में आने के बाद ज़्यादा लोगों के पीछे भागने की बजाय, लोगों की मिन्नतें करने के बजाय, उसको कहें उसकी बजाय, वो सब भी अच्छा है। इफ़ यू हैव गुड रेफरेंसेस, गुड लिंक्स, तो उन सबको भी आप रिक्वेस्ट करो। लेकिन सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप ऑनलाइन अप्लाई करो। अब ऑनलाइन अप्लाई करने में नए लोग, फ्रेशर लोग जो आते हैं, वो गलती क्या करते हैं, वो नौकरी गल्फ टैलेंट पे, इंडीड पे बहुत टाइम वेस्ट करते हैं। ये कंपनीज, मेरे ख्याल में, मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है कि ये ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस जॉब्स के लिए होती हैं। जो फ्रेशर लोग हैं, जो फर्स्ट टाइम यूएई में आ रहे हैं, उनके लिए बेहतर है कि वो डुबिजल पे अप्लाई करें। डुबिजल इज मोर इफेक्टिव देन एनी अदर प्लेटफॉर्म। डुबिजल में इवन ऑप्शन है, आप अपना एक पेड ऐड भी डाल सकते हो, आप अपना पेड ऐड भी डाल सकते हो उसमें, तो वो आपके लिए हेल्पफुल है। तो एक तो आपने इधर आने के बाद वही ऑनलाइन अप्लाई करो और फिर लिंक्डइन पे अप्लाई करो। अब फॉर एग्जांपल नौकरी गल्फ में या डुबिजल में एक कंपनी ABC लिमिटेड LLC कंपनी का ऐड आया। उस कंपनी के नाम को आपने कॉपी पेस्ट करना है गूगल पे सर्च किया, उनकी वेबसाइट आपको मिल गई। उनकी वेबसाइट पे जो ईमेल आईडी दिया हुआ है उस पर भी अप्लाई करना है, फर्स्ट। सेकंड, जो नंबर दिया हुआ है, कोशिश करें कॉल करें, उनके HR से बात हो। नॉर्मली रिसेप्शनिस्ट लोग अलाउ नहीं करते, लेकिन उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव क्या है, जो 90% चीज़ काम करती है, उसको लिंक्डइन पे सर्च करके उनके पूरे HR के लोगों को, उसके CEO को, उसके मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर को आप लिंक्डइन पे कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट भेज सकते हैं। जैसे आपको और ज़्यादा टिप्स जाननी है तो लिंक्डइन पे आप मुझे चौधरी मुदस्सिर CHAUDHARY चौधरी मुदस्सिर MUDASSAR के नाम से सर्च कर सकते हैं। वो उस पे आप मुझे कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट भेज सकते हैं। इसी तरह और लोग हैं, उनको आप रिक्वेस्ट भेज सकते हैं। तो ये अप्लाई करने का आ गया। तो इसमें जितना ज़्यादा आप अप्लाई करें उतना कम है। जैसे मैंने आपको स्टार्ट पे बताया कि जॉब ढूंढना इटसेल्फ जॉब करने की तरह एक जॉब है। तो जब आप इन सब टिप्स को फॉलो करोगे तो जल्दी ही आपको लाजिम कोई कॉल आएगी। कॉल आती है तो इंटरव्यू की प्रिपरेशंस के लिए छोटी सी बातें हैं, ध्यान में रखना। आपको उस कंपनी के बारे में पता होना चाहिए। बहुत से लोगों को ये नहीं पता होता उनकी सीवी में क्या लिखा है। आपको अपनी सीवी में क्या लिखा है, आपने क्या काम किया, आपको उसके बारे में, आपकी स्ट्रेंथ वीकनेस उसके बारे में पता होना चाहिए। आपकी सीवी अच्छी बनी हुई नहीं बनी हुई, आप चाहे तो आप मुझे अपना सीवी भेज सकते हैं, मैं आपको चेक करके उसका एनालिसिस करके उसका फीडबैक दे सकता हूँ। मेरा ईमेल आईडी है।
संडे मॉर्निंग मोटिवेशन टिप: consult not your fears but your hopes and your dreams. Think not about your frustrations but about your unfulfilled potential. Concern yourself not with what you tried and failed in, but with what is still possible for you to do.
Research shows that top 90% sellers use social media in their sales strategy. Using social media to sell can offer you a new way to engage and provide information to your prospects. It is a great tool to provide relevant content to your target audience, which will help you to generate more sales. तो 1 month बिफोर जब आपने आना है तो टाइम बड़ा मैटर करता है। जैसे आजकल जन फेब मार्च, ये 3 माह बहुत अच्छे हैं। अगर आप आना चाहते हैं तो इन मंथ्स में इधर आइए। इधर जॉब के लिए, जॉब हंट के लिए ये टाइम सबसे बेस्ट है। तो जब आप इधर जॉब हंट के लिए आना चाह रहे हैं, उससे 1 मंथ पहले, 1 मंथ पहले आपने क्या करना है, जितने ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं ये आप इजीली गूगल पे सर्च कर सकते हैं। डूबिजल है, डूबिजल है, गल्फ न्यूज़ है, इंडीड है, नौकरी गल्फ है। इन सब पे आपने जाके अपना ऑनलाइन प्रोफाइल अपडेट करना है, आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन, आपकी एजुकेशन। इट्स लिटिल इरिटेटिंग, इट्स लॉन्ग प्रोसीजर, लेकिन ये सब आपने करना है। डूबिजल है, इन सब पे अपना करना है। जब आप अपना आने से पहले 1 माह पहले सारा प्रोफाइल अपडेट कर दोगे तो ये आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा है। आने से पहले आपका पूरा डाटा अपडेट हो जाएगा, ताकि जब आप आए सिर्फ आप अपना नंबर चेंज चाहिए। इस पॉइंट को हम थोड़ा सा आपके लिए एलैबोरेट करेंगे। एक तो अच्छी पासपोर्ट साइज आपकी फ़ोटो होनी चाहिए सीवी में, बहुत से लोग अपनी फ़ोटो नहीं लगाते। और उसके बाद आपके एक टाइटल, एक हेडलाइन होनी चाहिए। आप क्या क्या कौन सी जॉब ढूंढना चाह रहे हो, आप कौन सा काम करना जानते हो, तो और आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन क्या हो सकती है। उसमें एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट क्या है कि लोग सीवी का टाइटल बहुत गलत देते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल, मेरा नाम मुदस्सिर है, मेरी सीवी का टाइटल मुदस्सिर सीवी नहीं, तो ये रिक्रूटर कोई इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता। आपको क्या, फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम सेल मैनेजर, तो मैं अपनी सीवी का टाइटल दूंगा सेल्स मैनेजर हैविंग डाइवर्सिफाइड एक्सपीरियंस, या सेल्स मैनेजर विद यूए ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस, या सेल मैनेजर विद मोर देन 9 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस इन यूए। ऐसे आप अपना टाइटल देंगे। तो एक तो आपने अच्छा सीवी बना लिया, ये तो अंडरस्टूड आ गया। उसके बाद आपने अच्छा सीवी बन गया तो कौन सा टिप्स, क्या तरीकाकार है। और मैं आपसे कोई भी टिप्स, ये वो टिप्स नहीं है जो गूगल से लोगों ने देख के शेयर कर दिए, जो यूट्यूब से देख के शेयर कर दिए। ये जो एक्चुअल जो मैंने खुद किया, जो मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है, जो मैं जानता हूँ जो चीज़ काम करती है, मैं वो आपसे शेयर कर रहा हूँ। तो अगर आप मुझे YouTube पे देख रहे हैं तो मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, मुझे फॉलो कीजिए, कमेंट करें। इफ़ यू डिसएग्री विद मी फाइन, अगर आपके पास इससे बेहतर तरीका तो आप उसमें बताइए। और अपने दोस्तों से इसको शेयर करें, टिकटॉक पे इसको लाइक करें, अपने दोस्तों से शेयर करें, और इसका लिंक व्हाट्सएप पे अपने दोस्तों से शेयर करें, ताकि मैक्सिमम लोगों को इससे बेनिफिट हो सके। सो हम आते हैं पहले कि यूएई आने से पहले आपको क्या करना चाहिए जब आप यूएई जॉब हंट कर लिए आ रहे हैं। तो सबसे पहला काम तो ऑब्वियसली आपको पता है कि आपके पास एक अच्छा प्रोफेशनल सीवी होना चाहिए। इस पॉइंट को हम थोड़ा सा आपके लिए अस्सलाम वालेकुम फ्रेंड्स। बहुत से दोस्त जो पाकिस्तान से हैं, इंडिया से हैं, बांग्लादेश से हैं, श्रीलंका से हैं, वो बहुत लोग ये फेसबुक पे या लिंक्डइन पे मैसेज करके पूछते हैं, जॉब के लिए पूछते हैं कि हम यूएई में, दुबई में, शारजा में जॉब कैसे तलाश करें। तो मैंने सोचा आपसे मैं अपना 5 years का एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करूं कि यूएई में आप जॉब कैसे ढूंढ सकते हैं। एक्चुअली हम इसको 2 phases में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं। अगर आपने जॉब ढूंढनी है यूएई में, तो ये जॉब करने की तरह एक फुल टाइम जॉब ढूंढना भी एक फुल टाइम काम है। तो एक तो फेज़ है यूएई में आने से पहले, और एक फेज़ है यूएई में आने के बाद आपने क्या करना है और यूएई आने से पहले आपने क्या करना है। तो अगर आप जानना चाहते हैं यूएई में जॉब कैसे तलाश करें, कौन कौन सा टिप्स, क्या तरीकाकार। सेल्स मोटिवेशन टिप ऑफ द डे, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Maybe you are having a bad month, maybe you are unable to close as many deals as you require, maybe you are unable to hit your target. But remember, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And it does not take anything to stay at the bottom, but it takes everything to stay at the top. And we don't give large trophies for small achievements. Sales tip of the day. Sports teams have their home grounds, have their home territories. Same stands for you business. Same stands for your companies. Try to sell in your home territory. Try to sell in your home ground. 75% of professional sports team win at their home grounds. That's a great winning percentage. Sales tip of the day. Think about this. Where do you focus most of your time? Do you focus most of your time about educating your customers about your company, about your value? Or do you focus on understanding, on educating yourself on each customer's individual definition of value? It's time to shift your focus from educating your customers about your value to understanding your customer's definition of value. Thank you. Sales tip of the day. Think about this. Where do you focus most of your time? Do you focus most of your time about educating your customers about your company, about your value? Or do you focus on understanding, on educating yourself on each customer's individual definition of value? It's time to shift your focus from educating your customers about your value to understanding your customer's definition of value. Thank you. Sales motivation tip of the day. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Maybe you are having a bad month, maybe you are unable to close as many deals as you require, maybe you are unable to hit your target. But remember, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And it does not take anything to stay at the bottom, but it takes everything to stay at the top. And we don't give large trophies for small achievements. Sales tip of the day. Never quote a price until and unless you know your prospect's need or pain. Sales tip of the day. A shark in a fish tank will grow 8 inches at max, but in the ocean it will grow 8 feet or more. The shark will never outgrow its environment, and the same is true for you. Many a times we are around small thinking people, so we don't grow. Change your environment and watch your growth. Are you managing a sales team? Then here is a good tip for you to motivate your sales team. Recognition and appreciation are the two most important principles for motivating your salespeople. Hi. Lot of people in messages they ask like how to excel in sales, how to become a successful salesperson. Well, as per my experience, as per my 9 years of experience, I think these are six most important characteristics that a salesperson should have to become a successful salesperson. Number one, passionate about his work. A successful salesperson is passionate about his job, about his work, about his company, about his product, about his service. Second, and it's very important, analytical skills. A salesperson should have the ability to think out of the box. He should have ability to analyze the market, to analyze the competitors, to analyze competitors business model, their pricing, their core competencies, their weaknesses, your own product core competencies, your strengths, your weaknesses. So analytical skills are very important. Third, he should be well prepared for situations. Before going to meeting, you should be prepared. You should know what questions client may ask. You should know that about that company, about that client. Fourth one, build relationships. Relationships are key to succeed in sales. Fifth one, which is very obvious, a good listener and good communication skills. It's very important and it's very common in successful salespeople. Sixth one, persistence. In sales, we all know you will get lot of rejections, lot of refusals. People may call you, it's urgent, please share this quotation, please come very fast, it's urgent, and after that they will not respond, they will not take your calls. So don't take it personal. It's part of your job. Thank you. Sales tip of the day. Research shows only 14% of buyers decide based on pricing only, which means 86% of buyers decides on factors other than pricing. Sales tip of the day. A coach plays from sidelines so the team can win. Same stands for you sales managers. You play your role from sideline so your team can win. Hi, what are different zones of our career life? We can divide it in 4 zones: comfort zone, fear zone, learning zone, growth zone. Comfort zone, you are safe, you feel safe and you are in control, but it's not a good place to stay. Fear zone, you lack self confidence, you find excuses, you are affected by others' opinion, not a good place to stay. Third one, learning zone, deal with challenges, you are problem solver, you acquire new skills, extend your comfort zone, come out of your comfort zone, learn new skills, set new goals. The fourth one, the best place to stay is growth zone. You find purpose for what you stand, you live your dreams, you set your new goals. Every day you set new goals, every year you set new goals, and you conquer your objectives. Whatever goals you define, you review them, you achieve them, and that is the best zone to stay. Sales tip of the day. Don't celebrate closing a sale, celebrate opening a relationship. Sales tip of the day. 90% of selling is conviction and 10% is persuasion. Sales tip of the day. The more you learn, the more you earn. It's simple. Sales tip of the day. There are no magic spells to make sales easier and faster. There is only one way. The one and only way is hard work and your strong willpower. Sales tip of the day. Pretend that every single person you meet has a sign around his or her neck that says, "Make me feel important." Not only you will succeed in sales, you will succeed in life. Do you want to succeed in sales? Then there is no shortcut. Sales success comes after you stretch yourself past your limits on daily basis. Sales tip of the day. Setting specific, clear and concrete goals is the first step for turning invisible into visible. Sales tip of the day. Keep your pipeline full by continuously prospecting. Always have more people in your pipeline to see than you have time to see them. Sales tip of the day. Keep yourself positive, cheerful and goal oriented. Sales success is 80% your attitude and only 20% is your aptitude. Sales tip of the day. Keep your LinkedIn profile updated and professional, as it is one of the first things that people will see about your company. Sales tip of the day. Research shows people tend to be more honest in the morning. So it means if you are talking to a hard to pin down prospect, you should schedule an early meeting. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please share with your friends and colleagues. Thank you. Sales tip of the day. Research shows people tend to be more honest in the morning. So it means if you are talking to a hard to pin down prospect, you should schedule an early meeting. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please share with your friends and colleagues. Thank you. Sales tip of the day. People don't like to be sold. People like to be helped. No one buys from a total stranger. I hope you got my message. First develop relationship and then sell. Sales tip of the day. Buyers don't care about your product bells and whistles. Instead, translate these bells and whistles into real business values. Sales tip of the day. Acting overly enthusiastic does not work. So limit the use of your words like awesome, fantastic, amazing. Sales tip of the day. To show you are listening and to engage your prospect, always repeat what your prospect has said to you in a slightly different way. How to stay productive. Don't forget that work-life balance is an important part of staying productive. Sales tip of the day. If you are using a presentation deck, make sure it does not take away attention from you. Sales tip of the day. The worst time to ask for a referral is when you present a bill. Look for opportunities before or later when clients are more receptive. Sales tip of the day. Understand your buyer's requirements before you start prospecting, presenting and positioning. First and most important, understand your buyer's requirements. From requirements, you will understand their needs. Then from their needs, you can help them. This is called consultative selling. Sales tip of the day. Identify your KDM as soon as possible in your sales process. What is KDM? KDM is your key decision maker. Identify your key decision makers. Don't waste your time on wrong guy. In small setup, normally the CEO is the KDM, or in a big corporate sector, normally the purchasing manager is your KDM. So identify your KDM. Sales tip of the day. Do you want to increase your sales drastically? Then shift your sales focus from attracting new customers to enticing your proven customers to buy again from you. Sales tip of the day. When a client urgently requires a product or service, and if you are present at that moment with good support, client will go with you even if it cost higher. Sales tip of the day. 86% of buyers consider purchasing from someone if there was some personal chemistry established. Sales tip of the day. When you meet a prospect, scan the room for other vendors' business proposals or business cards. If none found, it means two things. Either your client is intelligent, is smart, or you are the first one in. Sales tip of the day. Invest time in learning about your prospect before you call them and schedule a meeting. The meeting should not be to know about your prospects. It should be about suggesting solutions. Sales tip of the day. Clients who value quality will never ask for reducing the price. Instead, they will ask for a better value from the deal. Sales tip of the day. What is the difference between top 1% sellers and average salesperson? The difference is, I am sharing top 1% sellers secret with you. Focus on helping and creating value. The sales will come automatically. When you are too eager to ask, when you are always asking for something, when you are always looking for something, it's not a good look. First help and sell later. Sales tip of the day. Start sales with a positive. Always put your best foot forward. Start your meeting with a positive compliment about your client, about his company, or maybe a recent news about his company, or maybe a recent achievement about his company. Sales tip of the day. Go the extra mile. This proverb is amazing magic sales tip. Providing the client with some value proposition over and above the terms of contract will earn you a customer that is faithful and loyal to your brand. Sales tip of the day. Offer fair choices to your clients. Research shows the more choices a customer has, the more chances that customer will get confused. Sales tip of the day, never bad mouth about your competitor to a prospect. In fact, if your competitor does something good, tell your customer. It shows your confidence, it shows that you are honest, and it helps you to build trust with your clients. Sales tip of the day, the worst fault a salesperson can commit is to be a bore. Use a story, associate yourself, your company with your prospect company or with your prospect. Sales tip of the day, keep your email subject line less than 7 words because these are the maximum words that will show up in a mobile phone screen, and research shows 80%, more than 80% of people will open your email on their mobile phones. Sales tip of the day, never bad mouth about your competitor to a prospect. In fact, if your competitor does something good, tell your customer. It shows your confidence, it shows that you are honest, and it helps you to build trust with your clients. Sales tip of the day, customer retention. A study by Harvard Business Review shows that 5% increase in your customer retention can lead up to 25% to 95% of your profits. It means that take care of your existing customers, don't forget them. Sales tip of the day, know your competitor's product. It is completely possible that the person you are meeting had just met your competitor, or the possibility of him meeting to another competitor once you leave. Sales tip of the day, don't make sales presentations, make sales conversations. Engage your customers. Sales motivation tip, sales is a beautiful job because you are judged on what you produce. Nobody asks you how much you have worked. They want to know your results. They want to know how much you have produced. Sales is about results, and results don't lie. Sales tip of the day, show up and show up on time. You are a sales professional, be on time. Sales tip of the day, once you get off the phone with a prospect, always send a follow-up email or a WhatsApp message or an SMS to make sure it does not slip through the cracks. Success tip of the day, success is not owned, it's rented, and we have to pay its rent every day. Success tip of the day, success is not owned, it's rented, and we have to pay its rent every day. Sales tip of the day, before an important sales meeting, always listen to an energizing song or motivational speech. It will help you to boost your confidence, positivity, and energy level. Sales tip of the day, listen after you ask a question. Research shows a prospect may take up to 25 seconds to formulate an answer. Sales tip of the day, listen after you ask a question. Research shows a prospect may take up to 25 seconds to formulate an answer. Sales tip of the day, think about your leads as companies, not as individuals. Research shows nowadays at least 7 people are involved in a typical business to business purchase decision. Sales tip of the day, at all times let the customer know what you can do for them, not what you can't do for them. Sales tip of the day, develop a strong positive attitude. See yourself as a problem solver, a bearer of good news, and a competent, knowledgeable expert. It will help you to establish a positive, good relationship with your customers. Sales tip of the day, don't sell for commissions, sell to help your customers. The more customer benefit statements are included in your sales presentation, the more likely customers are to buy. What does it mean? Always tell customer how your product or service is going to benefit them. Thought of the week, mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind and evermore he takes. The tool of thought and shaping what he wills brings forth 1,000 joy, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. Sales tip of the day, cold calling is an old concept. The new concept is warm calling. Go to your client with full confidence in your product or service that you are helping to the clients.
Are you feeling discouraged that you did not close your sales in the first meeting? But do you know only 2% of sales happen in the first meeting, and 98% of customers need certain level of trust before they close a deal with you. When you are in sales, when you are selling something, your presentation, your way of communication, what you say, how you say, is matter a lot. So here is a list of few words or phrases that you should never use if you are in selling. Number one, trust me. Nobody will trust you with your words. You have to build trust. You have to earn trust. It's not free. You have to earn the trust of your clients, of your prospects. Number two, honestly speaking. There is a common perception, general perception. People don't trust salespeople. You have to again show that you are trustworthy. You have to earn that you are trustworthy. Number three, buy from me. Never say that buy from me. Yes, you should give client messages, indirect messages, or you should push customer to buy from you, but you should never say by words that buy from me. Number fourth, contract. Sign a contract with us, or you don't force customer. Again, it's the same concept or same words, but don't force your customer or don't push your customer. If you are pushing your customer too much, your customer will run away from you. Number fifth, that I'm just following up with you. No, be direct in your message, be clear, be straightforward. Last, that we are better than. Don't bad mouth about your customers. Let your customer decide that you are better than ABC. Let me know what you think. Is there any other list you think? Is there any other words or phrases you should add in this? Please put in comments in comment section. A beautiful thought from a famous American writer, Mark Twain, to start your day. Once he said that 98% of my life was spent fighting with problems which never existed. Most of the times we think in our head that this problem is too big, or we are all the times fighting irrational fears. Fears that don't exist, problems that don't exist, issues that don't exist. It's all just exist in our mind. In reality, they don't exist, or they are not that bigger. And I remember another quotation from Dr. Van Dyer: when you change the way you look at things, the things you are looking at begin to change. So same thing applies to our life. Don't let your irrational fears consume your most of your time, most of your life, most of your energy. Thank you. Please like and share with your friends, colleagues. A beautiful thought to start your day. Hello, hi, good morning. A beautiful motivational story I wanted to share with you. Once a carpenter used to work in a company. He was working there for last 35-40 years. One day he decided that no, he's too old or he's too tired, he should get retired. So he went to his boss and explained him his situation, and he said that he wanted to retire. Boss also said that it's okay. Before you leave, we just want you to complete one last project. So employee thought he has been associated with them for last this time period, so he was unable to say no. So he agreed anyway, but he was reluctant. He was not into it with all his heart. So he started working on that project, but he did not take ownership of that project. He did not consider what kind of material he is using, or what kind of in short words, he was not considering at all the quality of that project. All he wanted to do is to complete that project and leave as soon as possible. So within no time he completed that project, and he again went to his boss and told him that as you instructed, I have completed the project, so can I leave now? First, boss thanked him for all his services, and then he said, because you have been so loyal employee to us, we have a gift for you. as a courtesy for all your long services that you have provided to our company. And he opened his drawer and he gave him that home that he was building. That project was to build a home. So he gave him the key that this home or this project, this home is a gift from company for you. At that time, that employee realized that. He said, I wish if I knew this earlier. The same mistake sometime we people or the students are doing, that they don't understand that like they don't do a homework or an assignment with full heart. The same mistake we do in our offices, the professional people who are working or they have businesses or doing jobs, that sometimes we don't put our full heart in some project. And the same way, step by step, we are laying foundation for our own home. So what is the moral of story? The moral of story is put your full heart in any project, whatever you take. Either straight away say no, that you don't want to work on that project, or if you say so, if you take commitment, then you should put your full heart in your project or assignment or whatever role you take. I hope it will be a good message for you. Let me know in comments what you think. Thank you.
Previously, we have talked about the importance of open-ended questions, and I hope you know the difference between open-ended questions and close-ended questions. As far as open-ended questions are important, why? Because it gives customers, prospects chance to speak. At the same time, close-ended questions are also important in some situations because they give you concise information. What are some types of close-ended questions? Like, close-ended questions are questions which starts with will you, should you, could you, and they encourage the yes or no answers. So it gives you close-ended questions. Do not forget to include close-ended questions in your meetings. It will give you to the point information. Let me know what you think. Do you use more close-ended questions or open-ended questions in your meetings with your clients? Let me know in your comments. Thank you.
Hi, a very good morning. Have you ever observed that often it's not you or not your product or not your service that customer rejects? It's most of the times it's the controlling behavior of salesperson that customer rejects, because customer wants to buy on their timeline and on
A beautiful thought to start your day. Time is not money. Time is far more valuable than money. You can always earn more money. You can always have more money when you run out of money. But you can never have more time when you run out of time. So value your time. And this is very important for salespeople, to value your time, to value their time. Thank you. Do you know the secret to close more deals? Well, it's obvious. The secret to close more deals is to know what your customer is looking for, what they want, what is their current pain, what they want to achieve. But how you know what your customer is looking for? Well, the secret is to ask right questions. But there is no set of right questions or standard predefined questions, as it varies person to person, situation to situation, client to client, and the person and his designation or his department or his role in the organization. Well, there is no standard set of questions, but there is a formula that you can focus, that you can use, that you can adopt to ask right set of questions. The GRID formula. GRID. G stands for goal. You should know, you should keep in mind while asking questions that what is your prospect's goal, what they want to achieve, what they are looking from this transaction, from this meeting, from this buying decision. Second is R, review.
Review their current situation. What current problems they are facing? What is their current situation? Next is I, impact. Know and explain to your clients the impact if they don't resolve this situation, if they don't buy from you, what impact this decision will bring on their business, on their current situation, and if they continue in this current situation, how this is going to impact their business. The last is D, decision. Know who is the decision maker, know their decision criteria, know who is the most important person who will decide and what is their role in their organization. So once you follow this concept, it will be easy for you to understand their situation, and you will ask right and logical questions. Let me know what you think about this video. Gives me thumbs up if you like this. Please like and share with your friends, with your colleagues, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Have a great day. Do you know the secret to close more deals? The secret to close more deals is to ask right set of questions. But how to ask right set of questions? How you know what your customer is looking for? What? Do you know the secret to close more deals? The secret to close more deals is to ask the right set of questions. But how you salespeople know what questions to ask, what are the right questions, and how to uncover the real situation? Here is a formula, here is a set of questions, or here is a formula to focus while you are asking questions. It's called GRID. G-R-I-D. G stands for goal. You should aim what is your customer's goal, what they want to achieve from this transaction, what they want to achieve from your sales, whatever you are selling them, what they want to achieve from them. Review. R stands for review. Review the current situation. What is their current situation? What are their current challenges? What problems they are facing? Impact. I stands for impact. If they don't resolve this situation, if they don't buy from you, what will be the impact on their business? The last one is D, decision. Who is involved in decision making process? What is their decision making criteria? Who is the key decision maker? So knowing all these things will make it easy for you to close a deal. Let me know what you think. Is there any other formula you follow, or is there any other secret you follow? Mention in comments. Thank you. When was the last time when you updated your company website? Or when was the last time when you updated your company social media accounts, whatever you are using, let it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube? Today, research shows that today's buyer conduct almost 68% of their buying process online, which means that your prospect, your buyer, has already spent a significant amount of time considering your competitors before even you get in, before even you speak to them. Thank you. Hello, hi, a very good morning. There is a myth that everyone should get your brand. Even in sales, all the times we are talking about how to increase your market share. Sales managers or higher managements are always pressurizing salespeople that you should sell more. And there is a great myth that everyone should get your brand. No, it's wrong. It's a wrong sales strategy. You should know your vision. You should know your impact. And you should know your customers. Define your target market very clearly. That is what matters. And those who don't get your brand, let them shop elsewhere and pay less. Thank you. Please like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily such great tips. Thank you. Sales tip of the day. Cultivating relationships with your existing clients should be your top priority. Why? Research shows
a 5% increase in customer retention increases your profits by 25% to 90%. If your existing customers, they are satisfied with you and they view you as a trusted advisor rather than just another vendor, they will not only be loyal to you, to your brand, instead they will give you referrals as well. When was the last time you updated your website? When was the last time when you updated your social media accounts? Whatever social media accounts you are using for your company, let it be Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. Why? Because research shows today's buyer conduct almost 68% of their buying process online, which means that before you get in, before you meet your prospect, they have almost completed 68% of their buying process. So, when was the last time when you updated your company website? When was the last time when you updated your company social media accounts like Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn, or YouTube, whatever platforms you are using? Why it is important to update them regularly? Today, research shows that today's buyer almost conduct 68% of their buying process online, which means that your buyer has considered already other competitors. Hi, very good morning. There is a great myth about branding. There is a myth about branding that everyone should get your brand. It's wrong, it's false. You should know your vision, you should know your impact, and you should know your customers. Define your target market clearly. That is what matters. And